Good morning to one and all. I am Randy Nobleza from the College of Arts and Social Sciences. So let me share my slides for this presentation. Okay. So my topic is about recently concluded grassroots innovation for inclusive development in the islands in Mimaropa. So I entitled this paper considered for publication for a book anthology, Grinding in Philippine Islands with Saliklakbay Solutions Mapping with Selected Local Communities and Innovators of Mimaropa. So as a background, I am a technical evaluation committee member in the GRIND program under the auspices of the Department of Science and Technology. And to continue, so I'd be sharing with you the flow of the presentation. So in the five provinces in Mimaropa. So namely, we went to San Jose in Occidental Mindoro, both in Mansale and Bungabong in Oriental, and we went to Aborlan in Palawan and Gasan, Marinduque. And our last stop is the Sibuyan Island in Romblon. So as a context for GRIND or Grassroots Innovation for Inclusive Development, so during the time of the pandemic, they already pilot tested this in the Davao region, Region 11, to empower grassroots innovators. And the primary objective is to identify and assess grassroots innovation, provide packages of science and technology interventions. Second to the last is to develop and strengthen a network of advocates and experts. And finally, recommend and lobby policies related to grassroots innovations. So DOST is using pentahelix model. So based from UNESCO, they have the accelerator lab. So they lifted this model. So it's composed of the academe, where I am involved with, and also with industry, media, civil society, and in the center is the government. And there are at least five categories of grassroots innovation. So when they started, there are at least seven, but they streamlined the categories into heirloom recipe or heritage food. Second is artisanal or endangered crafts, so mostly are endemic species. The third category is ethnobotanical, specific for the medicinal properties of the plants. And grassroots innovation addressing health hazards. So this was especially true during the pandemic. And the last category is GIs, addressing the circular economy. So as we all know, so this is a reiteration of sustainable development. So it's a delicate balancing act between social, environmental, and economic factors. So Saliklakbay in Mimaropa is the tool. And for us to make sense of the tool, we use 4L framework. Ano? So we have learning for the first L, leveraging for the second L, the third L is linking, and the last L is legitimizing. So this is working towards the Philippine Medium Term Development Plan in our context, and also in the global context, the Sustainable Development Goals. So in the heart of grassroots innovation, especially in India, so there are at least three dimensions like SDGs. So in the middle, we have grassroots innovation, and one circle is sustainability driven innovation. The second one is process of frugal innovation, and the third is socially driven innovation based on Pansera and Sarkar in 2016. So this is where we can see and observe the meeting points of environmental integrity, resilience, and more efficient product services with less environmental impact and affordable products or services tailored solutions for the poor and social acceptability. So for our first stop, we went to Mindoro to observe and document the grassroots innovation. So we went to indigenous people's community and we observed their textile weaving. It's called Ramit in San Jose, Mansalay, and also in Bungabong. But to be clear, there are other Mangyan communities, but we specifically observe Ramit in San Jose and Occidental Mindoro and the Burungan cotton spinner in Mansalay Oriental Mindoro. And the binding and twining machine is in the Gabutero Farm in Bungabong. So we went to Palawan, our second stop. So we landed in Puerto Princesa City, but we went to Aborlan by land travel. So there, we found the Western Philippine Universities championing food processing. So they have cashew wine and vinegar, mango cider vinegar, and from the community of women, they have fish sauce or patis from their local fish tigi. And for our third stop, we went to Gasan in Marinduque. So where they presented arrowroot pancake or saludsod as locally called. And their unique kalutang musical instrument also in Bangbang, Gasan. And of course, they also have ulang-ulang. So this is a specific kind of crab. So in Gasan. So most of the innovations here are heirloom recipes. And to continue, our last stop is in Sibuyan Island in Romblon. So there we observe their packaging of their local product, balatsaw, and another related product with local shrimp, pinais. And they also have semi-precious gems where they crafted an improvised processing machine. And they also have an abundant supply of rattan and vines or bagging products. So to some, applying the grassroots innovation and utilizing the 4L framework and the Pentahelix model. So we were able to document uh, many grassroots innovators and also we identified communities. And in Mindoro, we were able to see forging of itak using improvised machine, blowing machine. And also this is a picture on your bottom left, the pinais. And in the middle, so this is a product of Mrs. Patis. And on the top right is the ulang-ulang from Gasan. And in the bottom right is the Burungan uh, cotton spinner. So all in all, we can say that we can only recommend one, but we have yet to see the final result. But in the Regional Science and Technology Week, they already mainstream the grassroots innovation for inclusive development. So that's a welcome site. So we'll have to wait for the National Science and Technology Week for us to see which among these local innovation have succeeded. So I think that's all for today. So I welcome any comments or feedback regarding this paper book contribution to an anthology of Sea of Change. Sea as in dagat or SEA. So thank you and God bless us all.